Today, we're going to be talking about the newest addition to the Mishima bloodline, that being Reina Mishima. We first get introduced to her in the qualifiers of Kazuya's tournament. She cheerfully greets Jin and calls him senpai, even though they've never met. Jin brushes it off and ignores her, even though it's clear that there's more than meets the eye to this character. Later, when the two have to fight, Jin is understandably taken aback when Reina starts doing Mishima-style moves and says this. In the end, Jin wins, but not before a flash of the devil gene flares up. After triggering a fraction of Jin's devil power, she thinks to herself, it would seem the threat of death is the key to the devil's power. Reina has the devil gene, but she cannot utilize its power at will. Everything she does in the story from this point on is in pursuit of unlocking that power within herself. After the match, Reina approaches Jin. She requests that she be allowed to accompany him to the next stage of the tournament, so that she may help, in the end, take down Kazuya. Jin, of course, inquires about her Mishima-style techniques, to which she replies, Now, this actually brings up an interesting point. How many of the King of Iron Fist tournament fights has the public actually seen? They obviously did not see Kazuya defeat Heihachi in Tekken 1 and throw him off a cliff. They obviously did not see Heihachi fight Kazuya in his devil form in Tekken 2, considering it was Heihachi's goal in Tekken 7 to expose Kazuya as a devil. And in Tekken 3, Paul is actually the one to beat Ogre. Jin does not beat Ogre. Jin beats the transformed True Ogre. That series that retells the events of Tekken 3 is not canon, just like the anime starring Kazuya is also not canon. But the point is, Paul defeated Ogre, and he just had to hope the world would take his word for it. There was no proof either way. There was no footage shown to the public of who won the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3. All the public knows is that the Mishima Zaibatsu, specifically Heihachi, the head of the Zaibatsu, says his grandson Jin Kazama won. Which does make you wonder why the people in the world of Tekken never question the integrity of these tournaments, if there's no proof of who won and the Mishimas just keep saying they win. But that brings me to Tekken 4. Tekken 4 is the first time we have proof of live events. We get 3 confirmed matches that happen in front of people's eyes. One being Kuma defeating Paul, the second being Kazuya defeating Lee, and the third, most important one,
the King of Iron Fist Tournament, final stage.
is Heihachi defeating Kazuya in the Fundoshi. This is the singular confirmed fight that we know the public has seen of Heihachi. The idea of Reina pulling this specific match up via whatever the Tekken World equivalent of YouTube is, and watching Heihachi beat up Kazuya in a Fundoshi on loop while practicing his moves in her living room is a fantastic mental image. The next significant Reina moment comes at the climax of the Arena of Fate sequence. Kazuya defeats Azazel in front of everybody, absorbs his ancient devil power, and becomes an even more empowered devil being. All the fighters in attendance rush to confront Kazuya, but the first one to have success is Reina. Does she think she can beat Kazuya in this form? Probably not, but she knows that she needs to put herself in mortal danger in order to unlock her devil gene, and she puts up quite a fight before eventually succumbing to Kazuya's new devil powers. Later, when our heroes are confronting Kazuya's military forces, Reina encounters Nina, and after the two fight for a bit, Reina offers her a job. Soon after Reina's chat with Nina, Kazuya appears. He unleashes a devil beam to wipe out his enemies on the ground. Reina, with open arms, embraces the beam as it collides into her, fully confident that this will be what triggers her devil gene. And in the post-credits scene, we see she was right. She has now achieved her form. What she will do with it, we will find out in Tekken 9. But alright, that's where I'm calling it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.